I seen a new trailer dropped. Nah, just raw that dog shit. Raw dog that shit. I'm fucking dumb. Nah, I used to, but then I realised that like my sleep has been ass recently. But without further ado, The Witcher 4 tech demo cinematic. Let's see what this is all about then. Oh shit. Is that Captain Jack Sparrow? What the fuck?
Sleep is he? The ploughing plonker. Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag 2? Is it still Geralt or did Geralt die? Am I bugging or is the audio ass? Nah, it's focused on Siri. Bet. I never completed The Witcher 3. But I liked it. It was just got too hard for me because I didn't understand what was happening. Gosh. This one's CD. That can fuck the audio. Bet. Was the audio bugging then? Oh shit. Female lead? Yuck. What the fuck? Is that a pig with wings? I know who's going to come and pick that up. I'm not going to say what type of person it is. Yamaha just falls off. Bro, I cannot say that shit. What am I talking about? But imagine no, this scene here. Imagine that scene and you just see a Yamaha fall off in the background. Bro, I'm speedrunning getting banned. I don't give a fuck.
Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
Oh shit. Right, there's not much in that. There's not much in that. However, we do have this. Oh, was that not a perfect transition? Tech demo. But am I tripping? A tech demo isn't. This is what we could do. That's what that is. That's what a tech demo is, isn't it? It's just like, see, this is what the game's like. But imagine it was like this. Like, how cool would that be? Imagine it was like this. So that's why I don't really fuck with tech demos, but I watch it regardless.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
I think a tech demo is also here's the new game. No,
Going to see now
is it?
running on standard PlayStation 5.
I remember those days gone. Tech demos, facts.
So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional
Ciri?
monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region.
Don't get me wrong. If the game did look like this, it would be so fire.
Covier, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
Did he?
And for coin, the slayer. So in the game, you'll be live at 6 and are going to see now.
Bro, I don't listen to accents.
PlayStation 5 at 60
Shit.
FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Covier, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
Is that good? Oh shit. Oh shit, my bot just fucking... My bot's getting my ass. Nah, I've just been caught lacking by my own bot. Yeah, the bot, this bot, I need to start paying this bot, because holy shit, it's on my dick. It's on my dick at all times.
Alright, everyone?
60 FPS, is that good for a PS5, 60 FPS?
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt and Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
Kelpie, what a good name for a horse.
We return to town.
These two characters
That is good.
like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding
Valid,
needs to feel
valid.
seamless, natural, and just fun.
I know nothing about,
And
like,
to support that, we're
specs and
introducing
shit, so you'll have to
multi-player
educate me.
motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising performance there.
That's actually quite cool. See if this is in the actual game, that's very cool.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And
What the hell was that?
Nanite foliage.
Is that an accident?
And
Nanite foliage, what the fuck is that?
Foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle.
Bruh, no wonder this game
The
took so
old
long.
LED tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric.
That's quite cool.
fully 3D, it is
I don't know what that
super
means,
fast
but
to
it
render.
sounds cool.
And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve
What the
their
hell?
vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
That looks insane. That does look really cool, I won't lie.
Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the market.
PlayStation Play's out, the fucking, the shit's out today, isn't it? The PlayStation Play. PlayStation Play. What's it called? PlayStation Play? Is that what it's called? Or am I bugging?
Marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's put
What's it
one-
fucking called? PlayStation Play. State of Play. I got one of the words in. What time is that? Do you know? Because I want to watch that. Oh, I pray we get a fucking, like a GTA 6. Nah, we don't even need a GTA 6 snippet anymore. There's a fucking bear.
Pardon.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is.
Oh shit.
Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions.
Says 10 p.m. but I'm going to watch that then. Go watch it live on stream.
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happened when you cheated Gwen.
I didn't like that rat's movement now. They done all the muscles for the horse and didn't do it for the rat.
How to
Look at
fly
this
by
rat
an
right
angry
here.
innkeeper.
Right here. Just keep an eye here.
That's what happens when you cheated Gwen.
L game, not buying it. What the fuck are these fucking Warwick Davis soldiers? How are they going to protect a city, bro? They're just a DEI hire. What the fuck? Bro, if I walk into a city and this is the fucking police, I'm robbing it. I don't care. I'll just do that, I'll hold his head.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series Quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
Off your tits again, Wilfred.
Stupid Wilfred. That water mechanics. I love water mechanics in a game.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? With Churres. One using my wagons. No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you.
Low-key a baddie. What? It's a fucking game.
Salt? Found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kabir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton. Not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. We'll find none fresher.
I like that hat. I want that hat.
Get this cleaned and gutted for you.
The fluffy one, not the fishmonger's one.
Seen something more. Got mackerel cod, all Brexit's finest.
And
But can you... It's all well and good having all the fish, right? But can you deep fry it for me? With some chips and some salt and vinegar? I don't think so.
play here. Even in this simple
I
market
do not
stall,
think so.
metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right? But also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdres. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance
Went to the circus, everyone said they knew you, you fucking clown. Stabble, Squelch, Scon Jovi, you fucking clowns.
deserves a
I'm sorry.
huge crowd there.
Not sorry, clowns.
Let's crank it up.
Oh shit!
So you are seeing
They've got a lot of live viewers.
optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely
What the hell is that
new
woman
Unreal
dancing to? It's a
animation
fucking
frame,
guy juggling.
allowing us to fit easily
What the
with our
fuck?
60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri? We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open-world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open-world RPGs.
It does look very new gen.
Proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
No, it is new gen. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just tried to.
Before we go,
Well, sometimes I just talk for the sake of talking. Like I don't even. What the fuck does that? Does it looks very new gen? What the fuck does that even mean, bro? What am I talking about? What the hell am I even talking about?
here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
Oh. I hope that render distance is real.
Onward, Kelpie.
Why is she smiling?
With what?
Can you get it as a pet or something? Bro, imagine a dragon as a pet.
Thanks, guys. Seriously, it looks amazing. And we've also barely scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So, here's Julien to tell you even more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Is that me? Is that Loki me? Julien Marchand. Epic
Hey
Games.
everyone, great to be here in Orlando. I spent a lot of time on this demo, so I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world like that was just the perfect content to focus on our main goal for the release, which was performance. We want the engine to scale to large and rich worlds. We want to preserve graphics quality. And of course, we want to deliver high frame rates that you and your players expect. So let's check it out, starting with rendering. If you all remember, when we released Nanite with UE5, it supported static geometry.
Did it?
Last year, we brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to have a forest that looks
Bro,
as
I
good
can't lie, he was expecting a round of applause after he said that. Look at the way he said, the vim he said that with. He was expecting a round of applause.
We brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only
He was wanting the biggest, fattest round of applause you've ever heard in your life after saying that.
And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to have a forest that looks as good as this one is to use 3D geometry for all parts of the trees, just like we do for everything else. However, this is a crazy amount of fine geometry, so we had to rethink how trees are created and displayed. To create them, we developed Nanite assemblies. These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the forest. They are instanced thousands of times and used like building blocks to assemble trees in different
Nah, that's cool.
And as you probably noticed with the wind effect, they even support skeletal animation, which runs on the GPU.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
Thanks to assembly, we greatly reduce the storage, the runtime
It's
memory,
the
and the
multiple, see with shit like that, it's the multiple like fucking small details that make the game. Like even look at the way they're just sort of little dancing in the wind.
entire forest.
That's what makes the game.
Was to preserve fidelity and performance from any distance. Let's check up close the level of detail we're talking about here.
Shit.
Lots of details. But this triangle representation is not the most efficient when far away, due to the amount of overlapping. And that's why we made an adaptive voxel representation. But in reality, you'll never see those voxels this close, since when we move the camera back, they're barely a pixel. Nanite foliage is almost done. We are moving it to the mainline as we speak, and it will be available for everyone in 5.7. Another
5.7.
thing I would like to share is that ray tracing and lumen now run more than twice as fast. With no visual
What
trade-off,
does?
ray tracing and lumen
Ray
now
tracing.
run more than twice as fast. With no visual trade-off compared to when UE5 was released. And because of that, we can now hit 60 FPS on console.
Fire.
And finally, we rewrote the rendering pipeline to run asynchronously so you can increase the richness of your scenes even more. Now let's talk about chaos physics.
Oh,
For
that
chaos
sounds
plot,
interesting.
we improve our cloth-to-cloth constraint solution. This removes a lot of collision evaluation when garments are piling up and interacting with each other. Even for complex setup like Series Cape, we hit a sub-millisecond budget on PS5.
Fire.
With Chaos Flash, we introduce procedural muscle activations to make deformation and motion more natural. Your artist will still have control over tetrahedral simulation and train ML models that run fast in real time. We
That's
now
it. That's
integrate
actually so cool.
Fluid surface data into lightweight assets
Water
and
mechanics.
play back in real
My
time.
favorite.
This is going to give you high fidelity water without the performance cost of real-time fluid simulation.
Did that rock just move?
Without playback at low cost. This is going to give you high fidelity
Fucking
water
did.
without the performance cost of real-time fluid
I
simulation.
love water mechanics. They're my favorite.
For animation, we work on both performance and fidelity. Here, you can see how Siri and Kelpie match up in their interaction. Well, that works no matter the angle of approach. That's our modes character motion matching solution. We also added motion matching in Sequencer to build stitch tracks. With them, you can seamlessly transition from gameplay to cinematic.
That's cool.
Also,
I like
we now
that.
have a secondary layer of animation driven by physics in Control Rig. We used it in Kelpie's rig to drive the mane, the tail, and the saddlebags. And now, I'm happy to announce that all these features are already integrated into our new Unreal Animation framework, which we are releasing as experimental in 5.6. We built it with performance first in mind. Animation evaluation are now running in parallel off the game thread, which was our bottleneck. And for the other character systems that are just as costly, like movement, avoidance, state tree behavior, we also move them to worker threads. This is really going to help you create scenes that are crowded and lively.
That's fire.
Streaming has always been a big deal regarding performance. And the three biggest improvements we made are physics state creation, which now runs async, improve runtime PCG for ground scatter on GPU, and a new FastGeo plugin to stream static geometry.
Don't know what any of that means.
And just to take a different example, in City Sample, the streaming time was cut down by 90% while moving at high speed.
On what?
We focus on a lot
What game
of
is
areas
this?
for performance in 5.6, and mobile is no exception. We work on better defaults and scalability settings for
You can
mobile
play it on mobile.
and minimize the default package size. We also improve our workflows with a UI refactor of the viewport toolbar and content browser,
That's Fortnite.
on-device iteration workflow, and a mobile preview solution. So there you go. Unreal Engine 5.6 is all about performance. So there you go.
Oh, bro, you know he was thinking. That kept him up at night, that voice crack. You don't even know the half of it.
Unreal Engine 5.6 is all about performance, and it's available today.
Fire. Fire. The one thing... whoa. What the hell? What the fuck? Bro, am I glitching through the space-time continuum? What the hell? Bro, what the hell is going on with my camera? Bro! Nah, the Matrix have got me. That's from making that Yamaha joke. Twitch on my dick now. What the fuck? I'm just straight up glitching. It's fire though. I might just keep this. I might just keep the camera doing this shit. So that does look kind of cool. I'm actually glitching through the space-time continuum. You can't do it like I do it. Bro, that's so weird. Why is it doing that shit?